Welcome to the pilot episode of Just Cruisin with SIP. My name is Tia Centeno, your host. Just Cruisin with SIP is initiated by SEAYP International Philippines, an alumni association of Goodwill Ambassadors of the SHIP for Southeast Asian and Japanese Youth Program. We will feature SIP members who are top-notch in their industry to talk about their careers, advocacies, and of course, their SEAYP journey. For our pilot episode, it is my pleasure to introduce to you an esteemed diplomat who has represented the Philippines in Beijing, China, Washington, D.C., USA, Dublin, Ireland, Muscat, Oman, and Abu Dhabi in UAE. At present, she is the Philippines permanent representative to the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. She also has a Master of International Public Policy degree from the School of Advanced International Studies at Johns Hopkins University in Washington, D.C. She took diplomatic studies at Oxford University in United Kingdom. And of course, she is part of the Philippine delegation to the SHIP for Southeast Asian and Japanese Youth Program in 1989. Let's welcome Ambassador Hjayceelyn Quintana. Ambassador, thank you for making the time to be part of the show. Hello, Ambassador.
Hello, Pia. Thank you. It's what a pleasure to be in this program of the SIP. So thank you for that introduction, and I'm very happy to be part of this program of SIP.
You were a SEAYP Goodwill Ambassador in 1989. What is your fondest memory of the ship?
Well, everything about it. That was my first time to visit other countries. So that was memorable for me. I was, of course, very young. So, being an ambassador of Goodwill, I took it very seriously. And now here I am. I am a professional ambassador.
Yeah. But what did you feel during your ship program? Since you mentioned that it was your first time to go abroad.
A lot of excitement, and I was really very prepared to absorb a lot of things. I thought that's a privilege to be representing the country, and I didn't want to waste any time. Not many people are given that opportunity. I think that's what I want to highlight or emphasize, that only a few people get to participate in the program. So yeah, I felt very honored to be part of it.
Can you share with us a specific scenario that you cannot forget?
Okay. I think this is a time when we were going from Singapore to Manila. They always told us that would be the most challenging because, it was typhoon season, everybody was seasick. The ship was going like seesaw. and I remember very well, I bought my new Walkman in Singapore. So on the way to Manila, I was spending more time outside because I didn't want to feel seasick. So I was dancing with the waves because with my new Walkman, there's music, and then I can see the waves. So, and I was encouraging my cabin mates to do the same, but they were just so down. And I ended up, delivering food to my cabin mates, and I saw a lot of the PYs really feeling seasick, but they could not. They opted not to leave their cabin. So I said, "No, let's go out. We have to see the waves." So thanks to my Walkman.
Yeah. So which activity did you enjoy the most?
As I look back, I think what I really enjoyed the most is every time we were going down the ship, with our attire, attire A, B, C, or D, and really waving the flag. I think that was really very real to me at that time, that I am a representative of my country. A lot of PYs would, of course, remember the homestay. They're all memorable, but I had a special feeling, going down, disembarking, and just waving the flag. It's for me, that my sense of nationalism was really very strong. Yeah.
Yeah. And even until now po, I can feel your nationalism.
Will not last this long in government service if
Right.
I'm
Wow.
I've been in government service maybe for what, since the time I graduated, since after SEAYP actually.
And Ambassador Joy, this year, 2023, we are actually commemorating the 50th anniversary of the ASEAN-Japan friendship. So
Wow.
what are your thoughts about this milestone?
About the milestone,
Yes.
as a PR now, so I just assumed maybe 3 months ago, and I find myself talking about SEAYP to my counterparts, from different countries here. And I have always been telling them, the ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, is a grand project about identity, ASEAN identity, and about building community. And then I tell them about SEAYP, and I say to them, to me, building community in ASEAN is not abstract. And that was because of SEAYP. The tremendous goodwill that we were able to foster with each other, among the ASEAN countries. At the time we participated in 1989, there were only 6. Now it's 10. So I said, it is to me very real. And so they're like, just staring at me. Like, it's not theoretical for me. And so, now that I'm here in ASEAN, I said, what would be good, to contribute in terms of creating the ASEAN identity. So having reached a milestone, 50 years, I think we can offer so much in terms of making that more real to others by using the example of SEAYP.
So there are also a lot of activities, and I hope na yung 50 years, maging 100 years pa, diba?
Why
And-
not? Yeah.
Yeah, opo. And para sa ating mga viewers online, there are various anniversary events that will be held this year. So they may check the special website dedicated to the 50th year ASEAN-Japan friendship and cooperation, as they can see on the screen right now. Yan. At kung mahilig din po yung ating mga viewers sa arts, and kayo din po kung mahilig sa arts, and you collect SEAYP memorabilia, this is for you. Because SIP will have a virtual art auction featuring a sculptor of Yan Castrillo Gil, SEAYP Philippine delegate in 1994. So check the SIP Facebook page and group to know more. So kayo po ba, Ambassador?
I collected all my ticker tapes.
Oh, really? Wow! That's so nice. So as in lahat po, you still have it?
Yeah. I only have maybe 4 boxes, the summary of my life. But 1 box is SEAYP. SEAYP related.
Wow, ang galing. Ang galing. Nakaka-touch. So I think you will be very interested po to join our auction. That's on May 21. Yeah, that's really a good masterpieces po of the sculptor, Miss Ovian, SEAYP alumni din. So grabe po, sobrang daming mga talented na SIP alumni who contribute to our. Yes, and speaking of nation building, Ambassador Joy, kanina po nasabi niyo that you really have this love for our country. I mean, this is very obvious that your vast experience and your deep knowledge of global affairs has been a driving force in advancing the country's interests and also promoting our promoting cooperation among nations. So how do you think your participation in SEAYP has influenced your career as a diplomat?
Well, that's a hard question, but it has always been, I think that was just the start really of my fascination to be in it's not really to be in the foreign service, but more in government service. So I just picked the best institution in government, which is the the Department of Foreign Affairs, so where I can make a difference. And so I think to have the national pride in me, and just continue to, as you said, advocate for our national interests in the realm of in the international realm, no? Where you have to navigate different cultures, you have to navigate different concerns, sensitivities. I think in SEAYP you're able to be aware and mindful of the sensitivities of others. Living with at the time 5 other citizens of 5 other countries, you really have to be sensitive enough, no? I remember my sister was kind of worried that being the youngest, that I'm a bit spoiled. I will have that sensitivity, but I think it was developed there. I proved her wrong, actually.
Wow.
Proved her wrong. Can you imagine delivering food to my cabin mates? I never have done that before. I'm the one being taken care of rather than the other way around. So that really developed your sense of belongingness and sense of community.
And currently po, what are your projects ngayon and your current advocacy?
Yeah, my advocacies kasi change from depending on where I am. So now I'm in ASEAN. I'm representing the Philippines in ASEAN. So it's interesting because in my career, I'm basically going back to the region. No, I've never been actually in the region except for China, my first posting, and then I traveled around the world, and then I'm back here. Now that I am more exposed, and so now I can consolidate more what needs to be done. And I said, the Philippines is a bit detached from the mainland of ASEAN, geographically speaking. So I've always been thinking, how do I connect the Philippines? How do I connect the Filipinos to our neighbors? No, and I chose digital transformation. So I deliberately told myself I want to focus. In ASEAN work, there's just so many things that we're dealing with. Political, economic, social, cultural, but I just wanted to pick something that will resonate and will also give us more visibility as a country, and we have so much to offer when it comes to digital transformation, and it also deals with young people. That's why I like it. And so what I'm doing now is trying to connect with the sectors back home, and do some outreach, and maybe we can really push for a new image for the Philippines in terms of startups, in terms of innovation. So that has always been my focus, and aside from the politics and political issues, because to me this is what will really build a community. So and ASEAN is all about building a sharing and caring community, and show our what we are capable of. Yeah. So I'm pinning a lot of hope on the youth. So I, as ambassador to ASEAN, I'm not really the one who will create these opportunities. I'm just the one who can consolidate their impact to the wider context. Yeah.
With that vision po, and with all the things that you're doing, how does it feel to be Ambassador Joy?
How does it feel? I'm
mahirap po ba?
very excited. Every day I'm very excited because there's just so much you can do. So yeah, and I'm really glad that there are people coming to see me. I think once you declare your focus, the people just come to you. And this one also, I consider this also part of my advocacy. to be able to communicate what the ASEAN, what I do in ASEAN, or what ASEAN can do. So this is a very good platform, and so I deliberately, also overhauled the social media of the mission, and just want to make sure that I am communicating to many different audiences, basically. Because the more you know about ASEAN, or the more you know about what I do or what we do in ASEAN, I think it will pick the interest of many. And it's really a vision. It's a grand vision that needs a lot of support. So we cannot do it alone, and that's the key. If we're just doing it by ourselves, the community building will take longer. So by doing the digital, I am actually choosing the tool that can make it faster.
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yes, I really like it when you said that you're excited every day with what you do. So, can you share, or what career advice can you give to young SEAYP alumni or everybody watching this?
Well, I rarely advise people, but maybe just pursue your passion or whatever you think you want to do in life. For me, after college, I really just wanted to be in government, but not just any institution in government, because I think what it does to someone is your influence is wider when you're in government. You can impact more people. So yeah, whether you're in government, public, private sector, I think you just have to search for your passion. If you're not sure about what it is yet, yeah, take your time. No pressure. It will come. I think for me, I'm very sure that this is what God wants me to do, and it's almost like a calling, because again, there's a lot of disappointments, but you always rise above it, and it's actually your vision that drives it.
Yeah, I can really feel for your authenticity and your passion. And SEAYP is really life-saving, as you've mentioned before. It's like your stepping stone to the international exposure. And it is so good to listen to your story and to your wisdom po. But before we end our conversation, let's have a quick...
Ang bilis pala.
Yes. Mabilis lang po. Because it's really fun, di ba? So, hindi natin papansin yung oras. We will have a quick SEAYP game. So, I will read some statements and questions.
Nothing too controversial.
Nothing controversial. Then you have to give top of your mind answer. Okay, baka may ma-reveal tayo dito. Okay, are you ready po?
Ready.
Favorite food in SEAYP?
All. Basta dessert.
Dessert. Meron po, sa amin po merong only ice cream.
Ganun ba? Hindi ko na maalala, 33 years ago.
Ayun, sige, all. Okay, all. Masarap naman po talaga lahat ng food sa ship. Favorite place to hang out sa ship?
Doon sa open deck.
Okay.
Outside, yeah.
Okay, next po tayo. Favorite country program?
Brunei,
okay.
Yeah, very special sa akin. Naging special talagang Brunei. And then, I became classmates sa Crown Prince when I went to Oxford. So medyo talagang sunod-sunod yung nangyari na Brunei. And then my cabin mate kasi was Bruneian. I attended her wedding.
Yeah, I love Brunei din po kasi my cabin mate din ay from Brunei. So hello sa aming mga cabin. Okay, next po. Name your cabin mate in the ship.
Noraida from Brunei and Nim or Siriporn from Thailand.
So, name your international closest friend in SEAYP.
International friend. Sila rin.
Your cabin mate. Okay.
Yeah.
And name your Filipino closest friend in SEAYP.
I'm close to everyone. Not really
Yes.
close to them.
Name the cutest person in the ship during your program.
Sino nga ba? Yung taga Thailand.
Sino ito?
Pascorn.
Okay. Hanapin po namin siya.
Ay, kilala ni Darby. Kaka-reconnect
Opo.
lang yata sa 89, batch 89.
Biggest regret sa program.
Siguro I
regret-
should have interacted more. Yan. Because the ship program is really about interaction. So,
Okay.
masyado
for
ako
the next-
masunurin kasi. So,
Okay po yun.
pag sinabing
Okay.
lights out, lights out.
Meron pong different kinds of PY. Isa po doon yung mga PY sa kagaya nyo, na mga masonyoris, Vivian. At meron naman po yung pangalawang PY, mga pasaway.
Oo.
At it's good. Good po tayo sa good.
Na na-discover ko lang after the program. Sabi ko, why didn't I do that too?
Ano po
When we
itong
were comparing
discovery na ito?
notes, sabi ko, masyado pala kung sineryoso yung pagka-ambassador of goodwill.
So, nasisik po ba kayo sa mga ship?
No.
No, because of the Walkman.
Yes.
Ito po next. Parang alam ko na po yung sagot niyo dito. Nag-sneak out ka ba after night patrol?
No, never.
I knew it.
I'm the most
Okay.
behaved.
Okay, next. Mukhang alam ko na rin po ulit yung sagot dito with your award. Na-late po ba kayo sa isang morning exercise?
No.
Wow! Oh my God!
Most
Okay,
disciplined naman ako.
Next po, umiyak po ba kayo when you said goodbye to a homestay family?
Oh, yeah. Oo. Sa Brunei, yeah.
Super
But
nice.
the subsequent ones, siguro 1 or 2 na lang.
Kasi syempre, yung first talaga yung very
Yeah.
impactful sa atin.
Oo. And then, tsaka maliliit yung mga bata eh. So, mga cute.
So yung ka-homestay
Yeah.
family, children po sila talaga that
Yeah.
time. Okay.
They were
That's
like
so cute.
maybe 4 years old yung youngest, you know.
Hala, ang cute.
Tsaka sa Kampong Ayer ako ang homestay ko is Kampong Ayer. Yeah.
Opo, that's very faithful sa Brunei.
Yeah.
Okay. Sana po talaga ay ma-meet niyo po ulit yung inyong homestay
Yeah.
family sa Brunei. For sure, malalaki na sila ngayon.
How I wish, pero I don't know how I will even get to contact them.
Ito, did you find your soulmate or nagkaroon po ba kayo ng crush sa ship?
No.
No! Anong award po yung ibibigay namin this time?
Kasi the most focused.
Focus. Okay.
Kasi, sabi 2 months, it's not for that. It's for,
Right.
if you limit yourself, then mas limited pa yung magiging engagement mo, di ba? Kasi nakafocus ka na dun. There's like 35 PYs per country. So, get to know all of them.
That's
2
true.
months are short.
That's true po. So, thank you so much for your validation kasi hindi rin po ako dyan sa mga ganyan. Focus po tayo sa program.
Focus sa program.
Yeah. Okay, last na po ito. Last question. Yes or no? Would you like to be back on the ship?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, we all want to be back sa ship. So,
My
Ambassador
parents became representatives of a host family some years back. And they enjoyed it. Yeah.
here po sa Philippines?
Yung di ba may representative ng mga host family?
Yeah. Opa.
So, couples. So, because we hosted also after the program, we used to host. So, yeah. Our commitment to the program didn't stop with me. Talagang, and then now, I meet some other people who want to host also. So, I asked Miel nga how to host.
Yeah, that's good to hear po. So, Ambassador, is there anything else that you want to say before we end this program?
Well, see you in Davao if God willing.
Ayan, confirm na po sa Ambassador Joy na pupunta sa NATCON.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ayan, thank you so much po, and I would
Thank
like
you.
to express my
Terima
gratitude.
kasih.
Terima kasih. I would like to express my gratitude po for your genuine contribution to our country as a diplomat. You are truly admirable, and your leadership has been an inspiration to me. So thank you so much po. We wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much po for your service. And everyone, this is Ambassador Joy Quintana, former Philippine participating youth in the SHIP or Southeast Asian and Japanese Youth Program in 1989. Now she is making a good difference. Okay, before we say goodbye po, I would like to remind everybody that we will feature another alumni member on our next episode. So see you again next time in SEAYP International Philippines Facebook page and YouTube page. And together, let's be inspired and get into the SEAYP peak mode. Again, I am Tia, and this is Just Cruisin with SIP. Bye-bye! Thank you po!